Hello everybody. Today I'm going to be doing a special dish. It's something that I've just thought of today. I've never seen it done. I'm just going to sort of put a bunch of ingredients together. Now what I've got is, I've got a bag of potatoes. Just a regular bag of potatoes from the shop. And I've saved the big ones because I'm going to do something special with that, some jacket potato thing. So I've sifted out the 5 or so smaller potatoes out of the bag, and what I've done, as you can see there, I've chopped them up. There you go. I've cubed them into roast potato size, you know, spoon size. So I can eat them with a spoon. Okay, right, I've chopped them up, and I've just washed them, right, to get all that starch out. And what I'm going to do now is, so I might as well put a lot in there. It's, turns out to be a complete bowl full. There we go. So it's a complete bowl full, which what I'm going to do, I'm going to microwave these for 6 minutes. And I think I remember from the last time, I put them in for 6 minutes. Then I had to mix them all around. I put them in for another 2 or 3. So that's what I'm going to do to get those potatoes fairly cooked. Then I'm going to put them in the hot air oven for 5-10 minutes, just to brown off, and then put them in the regular oven with some oil. And okay, and that'll be the roast potatoes. Alright, the next step, the potatoes have been in for about 6 minutes. They're still a bit hard. It's just some of them, but what I figure is I'll put them in the mini hot air and then the regular, so it doesn't matter, they'll heat through. Now what I've done, I've put them in here just to see what they look like, make sure they're there's plenty of potatoes. So now I'm gonna tip them into the hot air fryer drawer. There we go. Okay, so the next step is, now I'm going to put them in the mini cooker. I'm going to put them in for 180. Put them in for, I'll put the timer on for 10 minutes. Although, you know, I'll keep an eye on them. They might take less than that. Meantime, I'll tell you about what else I'm going to be putting in. I'm going to be using. Now, I've just been in there, I've been using, over the last few months, I've been using frozen, and fresh sometimes, you know, Brussels, broccoli, sweet corn, peas, all that kind of stuff. And I've gone off cans, but I've still got a few cans of sweet corn and carrots, and a couple of cans of potatoes in the cupboard from when I used to eat canned stuff. So what I'm going to do, it's still got some time left on it, on the date, but I'm going to use these up just to get rid of them. You know, once I get rid of them, I won't be buying any more canned. So I'm going to be putting possibly half a can. Actually, I'll put half a can of this, I think, with this dish, and the other half I'm going to be using with some jacket potatoes in another video. All right. Anyway, so some of that, and then I'm going to be using the Sainsburys Basics Chilli Con Carne. Now, I've got a feeling that I've had the Basics chili. My nose is itching. I tell you what, I don't know, I need a shave, that's what it is. I did if you type in REmarks Chilli Con Carne, I think I've done a video months and months ago, not of the Sainsburys, but I did a review on the absolute Basics Chilli Con Carne, and I got a feeling it was quite good. So yeah, type that in, REmarks Chilli Con Carne, see what that's all about. And anyways, that's going to be, I'm going to be using this with the sweet corn, and I'm going to be using the potatoes like you just saw, but I was thinking of using this particular dish when I was laying down. I thought about using chips, and then it dawned on me I've got a load of potatoes, so I've got to use them up before the frozen chips. So anyway, that's going to be the plan, and if I think about anything else, I'll put some of that in as well, you know, if I think of something else to add. Okay, now the potatoes have been in the mini fryer for about 10 minutes, and they've browned off pretty good. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is take them out, put them into the special REmarks baking tray. There we are. I'm going to put them in there. I'm going to add a little bit of oil, or probably more than a little bit, but okay, you can see that. Yeah, it's hard to hard to do this properly when you're pouring it out of the bottle. But anyway, where's my spoon? Okay. Now I've put some oil in there. Now I'm just gonna give them a mix. And I forgot to turn the oven on again. Right. Okay. Okay. I should have preheated. Preheated? That's crazy. You heat it before you heat it. Preheat. Anyway, I've just turned the oven on. So that'll take a few minutes to warm up. Now, there you go, just mix this up, get all the potatoes covered in the oil. It's all good. Oop, you lost one then. Okay, get them all covered. And now, I'm going to put them on a little tray. Now, what I'm doing is I'm putting them in the lowest shelf in that mini oven. Let me see, oven about 180, 190, put them in for about 20 minutes and then give them another mix around. It's going to take 2 or 3 times to give them a mix so it's all even. And okay, I'll pan down here for a sec. Now what I've done, I've put half the can of sweet corn in this bowl here, and the other is in another bowl I'm going to use for another dish. I pulled some peas out of the freezer, so that's what's in there. Now nearer the time, I'm just gonna heat this up in the microwave, and then once they're cooked, I'm gonna throw them in a frying pan. Well, probably going to be a frying pan with this stuff. So it's going to be all mixed in, and that's going to go with the potatoes. So that's the idea of today's dinner. Okay, just a quick update. I've had the potatoes in the tray in the oven for about 20 minutes, and the bell's just gone off, so I'm just taking them out, giving them a quick stir, making sure everything's covered in oil like it should be, so they're all going to get golden brown. Anyway, okay, so that's that. And I'm gonna, there you go, I'm gonna put these in for about another 20. Okay, now the next step is I've just turned on the chili con carne. I've put it in the pan, it's on a very low heat until I get things organised here. When that starts to boil, then when that starts to bubble up, then I'm going to put the peas and sweet corn in the microwave. That'll take about, you know, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 minutes. All right. So just when that's starting to bubble, I put that in. That will come to the boil when the peas are done, and the potatoes are pretty much done as they are. Now this chili con carne is minced beef in chili sauce with tomatoes, red kidney beans, onions, black turtle beans, and mixed peppers. What I don't have is sweet corn and peas, so I'm going to be adding those myself. Okay, so I'm going to start the chili con carne. Going to get that bubbling away, then I'll start on the vegetables. Okay, right now I've got the peas and the sweet corn in a bowl in there. I'm going to put them in for a minute and a half, and then I'm going to take them out and give them a stir. Now, what I've done, I've taken the vegetables out of the microwave. I'm going to dump these into the chili con carne. Now, before I get the potatoes out, what I thought was, which is a genius, I've got a... There you go, I'll give these a mix, and what I thought was, before I pour the potatoes in here, I thought that I'd put one of those sachets of rice that you've seen me make in the past. Actually, now look at this. Now that looks really good. You can just eat that on its own. You know, the potatoes are just going to be like the icing on this dish, you know, I tell you. Alright, so I'll put the potatoes in there, but before I do, I'm going to throw in a pouch of rice. From I can't remember. It might be golden rice. I don't know. I can't remember. Anyway, it'll be another minute before it comes out of the microwave. Now, what I'm doing before the rice comes out, I'm going to put the potatoes in the bowl here. I'm going to put them in here just getting ready because they're cooked, but also there's a lot of oil in here which I need to work around. There you go. I need to sort of, you know, try and get the potatoes out without spooning out all the oil. So, yeah, I'll put all these in, and then I'll throw them in the, or I might just tip this chili con carne concoction on top of it. That might be what I do. Anyway, that's what I'm doing now, and the rice is almost done. There we go. It's golden vegetable rice, 75p for the co-op. There you go. Takes about 2 minutes in the microwave. Now what I'm going to do is just throw that in the saucepan. Now turn all the heat off. Give this a quick mix. Now, I mean, the chili con carne with all the sweet corn and peas, that would be a good meal on its own. Then you throw in the peas, that would be a good meal on its own. And then you throw it on top of the potatoes. You know, so I mean, any combination of all this dinner at any stage, if you were to stop this making the dinner at any stage, it would still be a perfectly good dinner. Anyway, so there you have it. The cheapest chili con carne in Sainsburys, a handful of sweet corn, or half a can of sweet corn, there you go, and a handful of peas, a sachet of rice, and a few roasted potatoes. You can use boiled potatoes, mashed, well not mashed, but roast. You can do like my original idea. Well, I was laying there, right, and I'm thinking about, yeah, you know, add these things together. My original idea was chips, and then it occurred to me that I've actually got potatoes. So downstairs making a noise. So that's why I'm using potatoes. The potatoes are good. They've been cooked 3 different ways. Right, let's see if I can get some, here we go. There's some sweet corn, peas, rice and chili con carne. This is good. Now there's some crunch in the sweet corn. They're not raw. They have been cooked properly. So there's some crunch to it. Now this is a really good wholesome dinner. I mean, if you're doing any kind of work or training, or even just want a good high, you know, because you've got your carbohydrates from the potato and the rice. So I mean, it's, you know, so it's a good carbohydrate energy meal. And then of course you could have some bread on the side. I mean, if you want to be a real pig, you could put some onion rings or some hash browns. If I had hash browns, I'd be throwing them in as well. But I don't. So anyway, so that's just something I dreamt up this morning. You know, I'm thinking in my head about the ingredients that I have. What kind of dinner can I make? The rice actually was just a last minute thing. You know, you don't have to have the rice. You don't even have to have the potatoes. You just chili con carne and veg. Anything extra was a bonus. Anyway, just a dinner idea for you to think about. Alright, well, thanks for watching. Bye.